business news now on probably a slightly smaller scale. Angus Cox.
Thanks, Gavin. Ireland's first online peer-to-peer lending platform for property investors went live yesterday. Property Bridges is targeting investors who are finding it difficult to secure a loan from a bank or who need funding relatively quickly, with people able to invest in projects with as little as €500. Marc Rafferty, who was also an investor in the SME peer-to-peer lending platform Linked Finance, he's one of the co-founders of Property Bridges, and he joins me now. Good morning, Mark.
Morning, Angus. How are you?
Explain how this is going to work. Is this essentially crowdfunding for the property market?
Yeah, essentially you could call it that. In this market it's called peer-to-peer lending. Essentially propertybridges.com is an online platform, as you said, and what it does is it allows ordinary Irish citizens contribute to help fund housing development projects nationwide, and at the same time we feel make a decent and fair return on their money.
Now, you went live yesterday, the first project seeking investment on the site, for example, a 1-year project for a house in Sandycove in Dublin. The borrower looking for $250,000, and as of this morning they'd managed to raise just over 36,500. Can the borrower access these funds right away, or how long does it take to secure the money?
No, that loan is going to be on the website for about 2 weeks, and during that time we will fund the citizens of Ireland will contribute to funding that loan, go in and support that development if they so wish. And when those 2 weeks are up and the loan is fully funded, we will extend the money to the borrower so he can start the development.
Now, you're promising a return of 8.5% for investors, while you'll be extracting a fee of around 4% from borrowers. So anyone looking to secure funding on your platform, they'll be paying an effective interest rate of 12.5%, and they'll need to repay the loan within 1 to 2 years. How do you think that's sustainable?
Yeah, well, at the moment, the type of developments we're looking to support are the ones in between about €500,000 and €3 million. There's no finance available in Ireland for anyone developing at that level. There's finance for massive developments, but at this level, which we feel is the small to medium-sized developments, there's none. So this rate is very fair for that type of finance. Also, we have a duty of care to our lenders that they make, while supporting these projects, that they make a decent and fair return, and that we have enough wiggle room in there that if projects get a little bit extended or they run overdue, that we have protections in there to support the lenders.
Now, we've been here before with many people getting into property speculation who probably shouldn't have. Property price growth across Ireland, it's already slowing. Is it not very dangerous to encourage smaller investors who likely don't know the market as well to put their money into such a potentially volatile property market?
Yeah, well, we're going to do everything we can to give them all the information they need. I mean, essentially, we need to build about 40,000 houses a year in the country. This year we built 15,000. So that's where we are. We need housing, no matter what way you talk about it. When these loans go live, lenders can get involved with them for as little as €500. So you're right, they're not sophisticated investors. We're talking about the ordinary Irish citizens being lenders. We will put up all the information about the loans and our advice on them. So this traditionally is information that used to be only available to very high net worth individuals. We're making it available now to regular citizens who want to lend to these loans. And we feel that we will value these loans and credit analysis them well enough to protect all lenders.
Property Bridges allows people who can't secure funding from a bank or investment fund to ask for money from these smaller, very possibly, as we said, less well-informed investors. But surely there's a reason banks aren't lending to the developers who then turn to your platform.
Yeah, well, a lot of times banks just stop lending, and they stop lending at a rate, and they just make a line in the sand that they don't lend to projects under 5 million, and there's no talking to them. In this particular case, there's a lot of work involved on our behalf of doing these loans. They're small loans, and some financial institutions don't fancy doing all that work. We plan on doing all that due diligence and monitoring these loans and the legals behind it, and letting the Irish public come in and support them.
OK, Marc Rafferty, co-founder of Property Bridges, thank you very much for joining us on the programme.